So what are we doing right now in this time of where we got things that are just literally exploding? I see a whole shift in the way business is, but what are we doing that serves us every single day, that serves us in a positive manner to get us from where we are to where we need to go? Are we doing stuff that sabotage us, which is procrastination? You're putting it off till tomorrow. You got all these obstacles coming up. And I could actually go on hold for the next 60 days because my daughter's got this condition, a 7-hour surgery coming up. But absolutely not. We're going to fight and work every single day. That's what keeps us strong. That's what keeps us vibrant. That's what keeps us moving toward the next level. And so think about what you're doing that serves your business, that serves your future, that serves your family, and how are you impacting people. So if you're impacting other people, that reciprocation of the impact comes right back into your life. And whatever way is negative, positive, the impact is coming. It's affecting you either way. Is it positive or negative? And so what we really want to focus on is taking care of what you already have. If you're new in the business, welcome to our team. There's some things that's going to get you to the next level that we're going to participate in. And whatever you participate in is going to be the outcome that you get. And so what we want to do is right now, for everybody that runs a $125 BV auto ship, that's 500 points to go on an exotic trip. I want every one of you there to have fun so we can celebrate together. And every time you bring a new team member, a customer, somebody goes to Ruby, go look at the point structure. It takes you to a whole nother level. And so in step one, that's set up. You've done all your preliminary stuff. You're in business. You're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. So the next step that you need to take is making sure that your new people have their full loyal customers. There's reason being is that fast start bonus qualifies you. And I don't think we focus enough on getting that $100 fast start kicked out on Fridays. Then that's how we grew 18 years. Well, going on 18 years ago, we grew so fast. We made sure everybody got fast start bonus qualified. And Patty, you was back with us a little bit later in the day. That's the most important money that your person will get is qualified for fast starts to earn the fast starts, because those are $100 checks and they're unlimited that they come in every week. So full loyal customers is what qualifies you to earn every bonus there. But that's not where you stop. That's just the beginning. So you want to focus on making sure your customer volume is somewhere around $500 of business every month. That is not too much to ask where that happens in 4 customers or 10 customers. $500 is a magic number because when you hit the first Ruby position and it's $2,000 worth of volume, your auto ship and your customers versus the 3 that you brought in, that's about $500 a month residuals. That don't count those fast starts. And so that's the beautiful thing is you move people forward. And so taking care of your existing customers, you have products right now and things right now that you're going to take care of your existing customers, because customer retention is a big deal, but customer retention is only going to happen when you take care of what you have existing. And I believe God's not going to give you many customers if you're not taking care of what you've got, because you have to appreciate that. And my focus here is to get you to becoming a professional, making sure that I'm going to be a professional. I'm going to take care of the customers I have, and therefore you open up the gateway to have other customers to come in, because it just should become natural to you to take care of what you got. And once you do that, you start adding to it, and you add to your business. It starts to grow, and then it starts to grow into $2,000 or $3,000 of customer volume per month. So here's the beautiful part about that, and we don't even talk about it, is once you take care of those customers and you grow those volumes, you also get a car bonus. I know we don't talk about that much, but if you want to drive a nice new car and let It Works Global pay for it, that is a $600 a month bonus, not counting the commissions that come with it. That's called a customer acquisition bonus, that after you gather 60 loyal customers, it's concurrent. It could be all in a day or all in 5 years, and you maintain $3,000 a month of customer volume. That's an additional bonus. It will pay $600 plus the commissions just on your customers. That's about $1,050 a month. That's a pretty nice car. I don't care what you're driving. And so that should be your focus every day, to be planting the seeds to gather customers, to take care of what you've got as you move this transition forward. And when you focus on completing step 1 with a new rep, getting the 4 customers, focusing on the $500 a month of customer volume, you're ready to go build a big business. But now you're laying foundation to go to the 3rd step. The 3rd step is pretty cool. It's where things start to flourish and grow, but you've got to effectively take care of what you got, and you got to continually always add to what you got. Why do you think we have commercials on TV, on your cell phones now, people popping up commercials on radio? Because they're after more customers. And at the end of it, if you look at some of the internet people, it's about how they take care of their existing customers. One thing they want to let you know, they appreciate you, even though sometimes I don't believe they do, but they're always after new customers. Why do they do that? Because if they can get you talking, they look at you as like an evangelist. If they get you talking about them for something you like that they've done because they took care of you, you're going to tell your neighbor, you're going to tell your sister, you're going to tell your brother. That's just free advertisement because they took care of you. It just makes sense. That works in our business as well. And when you bring in your free reps, and it only takes 3 to go to the top. When you bring in those 3 and teach this duplicatable system, that's when you start to hit the ruby, you start to hit the emerald, you hit the diamond. That's how you're going to go 21 days to diamond. 1, make sure that you're on a 125 BV so you get these points to go on this trip. Because I don't know, I talked to people today that has never been on a trip. They've never been to a place, to a resort of that magnitude where they can take their significant other, and that once they take the significant other there, they're going to have a vacation or a honeymoon, whatever what you want to label it, of a lifetime. I've traveled with the Pentecost all over the world on different occasions and different trips, and Rob and I are fixing to leave and go on one with them now. And I can tell you one thing, it's always top-notch first class. Top-notch first class, and it'll be something to remember. It'll be a memory you get to make with somebody you truly care about, whether it's your spouse, your child, your parent, or your significant other, whatever it is. And I believe you just deserve it. And it's just a few small steps that will get you there. And once you get a taste of that, I've seen people come off these trips with us within a matter of no time, hit 2 or 3 ranks within a couple months, because your belief system begins to grow because you're around people of like mind. So let's recap tonight. Number 1, the 125 BV. That's occurring the biggest amount of points that you can get as you take care of your existing customers and bring new customers. There's more points for your new customers. And you want to become a professional in the customer business because you want to find out what's most important to that person and create a solution for what they perceive to be a problem. Daryl and I did that tonight for several people. We showed them what would work, what we suggest. And the next thing you know, people want it. And they want it because everybody wants to feel better. Everybody wants a life of freedom. And so if you take care of your physical well-being, you're the best advertisement you got. And once you start to be the best advertisement you got, you're nothing more than a walking, talking billboard. And once you start to do that, you got things that really people can see the difference because you begin to feel the difference. I didn't lose the 500 and some pounds. It took 12 years, but I had to consistently put the right things in me to go from, well, they said it was over, it's going to die, to here I am 12 years later, still alive, and I'm doing very well physically. But the bottom line is I got to take care of me. And you know what? When you start to take care of you and put you first, that's when you become an asset to your family, and you can effectively start to love and put your children first, or your spouse first, or the people that matter most to you first. And so when we do the things in a particular order, there's 3 steps to success. And most people omit the 3 steps to success. They think they can just go apply how you think it should be done. And we got a lot of years into knowing exactly what works in the particular order that it works. 1, you're in. You put a person in, you make sure they get all their stuff verified. Number 2, they set that auto-ship up for things they want to accomplish in their physical well-being. Number 2, you make sure we get them working on $500 worth of customer volume to get those fast starts kicking out. As soon as they get the first 2 customers, that fast start qualifies them, and when they're people they bring in, that's a weekly check. That is a pretty good little check on the weekend, $200 or $300 a week. Ronnie, when you first got in, you got in on Wednesday by Friday, or Tuesday by Friday, you had $300 in your bank account. That's pretty cool to take mommy on a date that weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of shocked that it happened that quick. So yeah, I mean, it happens, and we've done it several times in between there, but it's crazy how the secret is knowing when it stops. You have to have it by Wednesday. So if you miss it on Wednesday, that just means you got this Wednesday to get everything by next Tuesday, so you'll have it by Friday. But believe you me, when you get 2 of them in a row come in and you got 5 people in, that's $500. Believe you me, that will make this thing a whole lot realer. And you realize this fast start, I mean, that's extra money. That wasn't even put in the equation that I was expecting to get.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But, here's why the fast starts. That is your right now unlimited times that you want to earn that a week. But it starts to build that big residual income that you get at the end of the month. Everything feeds the other in a particular system to keep you paid every week, and also those bigger residuals that come in the month, and you just continue to add to it. But there is a process to making it. And I don't care how many numbers you go through. I'm only looking for the guys that they're serious about their health and serious about changing their physical and their financial well-being. And therefore, that's why, in my opinion, The fast start bonuses in step 2 is the most important part of the deal. When you teach that, it replicates, it duplicates, and once you do that, I've been in here for 18 years going on because I've taught a replicatable, duplicatable system. And right out of the gate, we wanted our people initially to get paid that $100 fast starts, where it's 300 like Ronnie's the first week, a couple hundred the second week. But that didn't count the residual income, and he got it at the end of the month. So we always got a positive cash flow coming in. But see, you're making a physical difference with this product line like I have never seen. And then when you find you 3 people that you bring in, you teach them to duplicate the process. Now they're making money. They're taking ownership of who they are. They know what they need to get done on a consistent basis. And 4 customers is not enough for nobody. And the bottom line, you should be focusing on getting at least a customer a week. I mean, the whole duration of the business. That's what Ms. Lackey and I focus on. Some weeks we'll get 3 or 4. Next week we might not get but 1. The next week we might not get any. But by the end of the month, I try to have my 3 steps to success completed. And that's just 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors. And as you continue to grow this thing, if you focus on that, and I don't care what your dream is, if it's to be free or just to supplement your income or just to get healthier and let this pay for you getting healthy. I'd rather prevent my health than be treated for it, because I already did the treatment process. I ain't going to do it no more. But I want to maximize. What we're telling you is how to maximize everything about this program. So number 1, be sure you got the auto ship set up and get it run as fast as you can. The reason being, because now you've just internalized that you're in business when you run that right at the first of the month. Number 2, you're going after those customers. And here's where I've won all the years. By having a massive amount of customers. Do you know how many people Rob and I have upgraded in the past going on 18 years? It was great customers that they were out telling the story, and we showed them how they could take that from being a customer to be their own customer, and how they could duplicate that and start turning that into money. Because a person with a product story makes a great distributor. You know why? Because they have a story to tell. They've already had a physical something that happened, an attribute that happened, that they can see the physical difference. They can feel the physical difference. And when you feel good, you're going to tell people, you know why? They're going to see the difference in you. And you're your best advertisement. You become your own brand at that point. And now when you tell your story, you become what? You start to monetize your brand and to turn that into money. And I know a lot of us say we don't do it for money, but money puts us in a position to make have a lot of different options. But if you don't have your health to go with it, I don't care how much money you got, you're not going to enjoy it. And so it's just a simple process, 3 steps to success. And once you do the 3 steps to success, do them in a particular order, and you make sure you get that done every month. And you know what happens when you get that done every month? You see the fruits of your labor, and you see the impact you made on other people. So let's cap it again. The 125 BB auto ship, and everything's going to carry you points between now and the end of the month to get to the next level. But my job is for the people that are hungry, to coach you every single day, to be here for 3 ways, Zooms, conference calls, whatever you need to support you in 21 days to Diamond. Because when you hit Diamond, there's a whole other part of this thing that we hadn't told you about, that you get the coding money. The coding money gets like astronomically crazy. And every time you hit another pin level, the coding money gets bigger. And that's per person that comes into that particular code you're in. I don't care how deep it goes or how wide it goes. All of that is coded directly to you. And you know what? That's what happens when you help that person get Fast Start bonus qualified. That also trips your coding money. And if you would have put a guy like Robin and I in, I was just hungry and crazy. I was just tired of being told what to do and tired of, being away from my wife and kids for all those months or weeks at the time. We built an organization, developed an organization of 635 people through 5 different people. And, well, you figure $120 minimum at that position I hit the first month. You figure the 120 times 635, I don't know, get your calculator out and do the math. But you're just right on the brink this very second from having that leadership to show up. We've got leaders that's from other places that's done direct sales. They're hungry for leadership, and we're meeting with them between now through the weekend that is ready to come over here because what? We've stood the test of time. We've been here a long time. They're looking for this type of leadership because we do it in simplistic 3 little bitty steps, and we don't omit either step. It's 1 completed, 2 completed, 3 completed, replicate, duplicate, and you've just taught something that a person in the 3rd grade can do. So, Ronnie, you and I had some great talks. We had some great Zooms this week. You want to share any of the Zoom that you did on Tuesday night?
Yeah, we can talk about that. But real quick, let me go back to something that was, I think, is a key about the Fast Start. that caught me off guard. I just got into business like the night before. Okay. And so when I put the people in was like the next day, the three people in, and then we got their 2 people got their loyal customers. That was like a Monday, then Tuesday. So that Friday, I got a $300 check. Now here's the thing that happened. The difference is I was a distributor. I wasn't Ruby. I wasn't Emerald. I wasn't nobody. I just got into business and I made money as a because it's fast start wherever you're at. But here's where the difference was. I talked to a lady today that's in. She just got her coffee in. And she said it, I don't know how many times, and I brought it up that, okay, she said the same thing. I know there's nobody on this Zoom that has done this, so I don't want to see no hands. But here's what she told me. I was waiting to get my product in so I could taste it before I started sharing people about the business. It took her almost 14 days to get her product, a week or so to get it. Now she got it. So she's been doing the bit for that long. I hadn't done nothing. She missed out 2 weeks of getting fast start. The difference was I trusted Rusty. I didn't have a story. All I knew is this what it was, what's it going to taste like. I trusted it. But I had somebody ask me when we first got started. I said, I'm doing this thing with this guy, that I met and I know and stuff. And, man, I'm going to lose weight and stuff. And this is a product I'm going to use. Are you interested? First person I talked to said, no, you got any samples? I said, no, I just got started with it. He goes, well, when you get it and you trust, you ain't even got it to know if it works. I said, I'm trusting Rusty. He said, how you trusting the guy with the product you ain't even tasted? I looked at this guy and I said, okay, let's look at it this way. The guy's made more money than both of us together. Okay, he's lost more weight than both of us together. Who do you think I'm going to trust? Him or you telling me not to do the business? So the next 3 people I talked to, they signed up. So the whole purpose is this. You got to want to do it. You got the business to do it. Don't wait to tell somebody about it. You're going to get product and stuff. Trust whoever brought you in. If you don't trust them enough to do it, that's what we're trusting one another till you build your story. Here's what's happened to the girl. She got her coffee. First day at work. She's loving it, talking about it. People's going crazy. Man, I want to try this coffee. So she could have already had some things built up, talking about it, doing a tasting or something prior to that. But yet we want to wait. And then when we do wait, something else happens and it forces us to wait. And that was the whole difference between me getting my 300 the following Friday was because I didn't wait. I just started talking. So keep that in mind. Don't wait. Do it. Friday comes every week. Fridays with money is a lot better than Fridays with nothing. So I'm just telling you, it happens every week.
To piggyback on that, Ronnie, so if you trusted me enough to get into business, you need to trust me enough in the process. And so the beautiful part about the trust in the process, all right, I showed you, you got in. Now you need to trust and use my story till you develop your own. But here's the big key to this. You really want to go fast. The day you sign up and they give you a website, you're in business at that point. Your business is totally paid for. You don't owe anything for it. Now you've got the process of running your business. But as soon as your website comes up, you're in business right then. So you don't need to wait I got to taste, I got to develop. See, that's nothing more than an excuse. You know what to do. It's just most people don't do what they know. And if you don't do what you know, but you know what to do, to me, I consider that lazy. And really it is. You either want it or you don't. And if you trust me enough to be on this Zoom, you trust us enough to get in business with me, you have to trust the process, and I'm going to coach you into the right direction, and we're going to get there. Because here's how we have to win as a team, or we don't win at all. And you can make every excuse in the book as to why you can't apply yourself. There at the end of the day, it's just nothing more than an excuse. Because you know what to do. It's just, are you doing what you know? And if you're not, you can be like the other 99% of the people. I had a school teacher tell me today, well, some people done that and they say it don't work. Well, I don't know about why didn't it work. What didn't it work about it? I know exactly why it didn't work, because they don't work. Everything is more important, and I have to continually wait to it's like having children. If me and Miss Lackey would have waited till the time was right to have children, we'd never had no kids. 13 months later after we got married, she come up, we was pregnant. I said, man, I didn't see that one coming. We wasn't prepared, but we got prepared. So, and in a business, this is what you have to look at. It's like Miss Lackey had problems with our first child. And after the second month, she had to go bed rest for 4 months. because she's going to lose our baby. They gave us some options. We can abort. We can do. I said, oh, absolutely not. That ain't the way we roll over here. This baby's coming. Whatever we got to do. And we went through the gestational period of building a business, or building Robin having a healthy child. But I remember that 4:33 in the morning when Ellen was born. The bundle of joy of all that gestation, all the stuff we went through, all the hard times, and all the poor girl got big, and her back was hurting, everything was hurting, stretched out. I don't know how you ladies do it. And you go through the gestational period, but the day Ellen was born, that very morning, all the pain and suffering we went through, we were birthed into a bundle of joy. And her sister, through the two bundles of joy God gave us, was worth all the period it took. And then at that point, we start raising kids. We weren't prepared for it. And then you have to go through the period, the gestational period of raising the kids to adulthood. But it's been a joy. It's been a bundle of joy. There's the same thing in a business. If you're willing to go through the gestational period, but you do this thing correctly, everything you go through is going to be worth the bundle of joy. The day you walk in, if it's your desire, like it was mine, to go in and fire your boss, that was almost like a religious experience when you go in and you actually do that. When you go in and know you ain't never got to go back. And there'll be people to tell you this won't work, that won't work, this won't work, that won't work because they won't work because they're hooked into their familiarity. Some people would rather live in literal hell in familiarity and step up and step out and do what? To step into that next stepping stone that is nothing more than a step out of your comfort zone to go to the next level. And so we do what we do, and we go where we know. And the familiarity will always keep you sick, poor, and broke. When you step out of your familiarity and go to that next level, you know what begins to happen? Well, everything begins to happen. You start to grow, you start to gain. And when you start to grow into every single day. You're starting to lay the foundation, just like the gestational period and every trimester you ladies went through to birth those beautiful bundles of joy that brought us so much joy in our life. It's nothing more than everything in life. You're either going to become an asset to your family or you're going to be a liability. And so I'd rather be an asset-minded person to go from where we are to where we want to go. Even this little deal with my daughter being sick and having this 7-hour surgery, and you really know what you don't know, but I know what I believe. That's nothing more than another stepping stone for us to step up and step out into the next level of life. Now, I could sit here and cry and say, I'm just going to be off the rest of the year. No, I ain't going to feel sorry for me nor her. We're going to stand up and fight. And you can roll your lips down and cry over what's happening, or you can embrace it and become the warrior. And so in my family, we choose to be strong in this particular time of adversity. And we're going to be here to support you around the clock because we know the difference in what it means, not only to you, but to your families, to your children. Because I know if this will set me free for the last 18 years, by gracious, it will set you free as well. If this will make me healthy in the last 12 years, by gracious, I know this will make you healthy. If you get up and apply yourself and follow these particular steps in that particular order and be sure you're completing it like you're supposed to, now you're running a business and you're the next big business owner. Ronnie, how are we going to close this thing out tonight?
One thing we want to end with this is customers. Remember customers. If you know anybody that has a business, think of where you buy your stuff from. You're a customer. You buy something from grocery store, wherever. If all of a sudden you stop coming to them, they're going to be out of business. Customers are so important. One day when we had our distributorship, we ran convenience stores. We had over 300 customers that we serviced. The whole point is they were customers, how you treat them, how you took care of them. One thing that I realized over the last couple months was our customer being in a team, your customers are also your downline customers. So in other words, like for instance, Jim and Pam are in my group. Their customers are really my customers. We're working together to help them at whatever level they can do. If they need me on the three-way, or if they need me to talk to somebody or something, that's how we help one another. So remember, reach out to your customers. Reach out to the people downline. How can I help you? If they got something going on and they can't get in touch with somebody, call them for them. Whatever you got to do. We're all a team. Too often, people think because you work for yourself, you're alone. And you're not. You're a part of a team. The number one killer, the number one thing that puts people out of business that are entrepreneurs by themselves is they work by themselves. And you are blessed, we're blessed that we're all part of a team that we can work together. So remember that. Help one another out. There's times that something came up and I was doing some things, and Rusty was reaching out to some people, and he contacted somebody that I have as a customer. We work together to help one another, and that's what it's about. Don't assume everybody's doing their thing and helping. Things happen. If you need help, whether it's downline, upline, it's all a team helping one another. Customers are so important. And if you look at it the way I started looking at it last, I'd say 2 months, and I've been in there for over a year now, just something just hit was, not everybody can be a distributor because you got to have that drive. I've got people that I have signed up, hadn't even got out of community qualified. And I went and showed them how to do it. They're not doing the business. But the thing about it, they finally just canceled. So I went back and talked to them. They're customers. Not everybody needs to be a distributor.
Yeah.
Everybody can be a customer. And if you're a customer, you've got to have a testimony to be a distributor. So look at customers a different way. Look at everybody a different way. Make sure that everybody is a customer buying a product, getting a testimony. And if they want to go into the business, that's fine. But don't look at everybody being a business because they're not. And you'll be pushing people that are not going to budge. You shouldn't be pushing, but you lead. And that was the biggest thing. I had a bunch of people that were boom signed in, and I realized, wow, I need to take the customer shirt off or tag off of them or the distributor tag and put customer tag. I've got one guy that quit, didn't want to do it. He's one of my best customers now. Whose fault was that? Probably me, because I told him, hey, man, you can sign up for $20, get in the business. Don't sign people into the distributor if they want to be a customer. Look at the customer side. Find out what people are looking for, what they need. And the last thing we should offer is say, hey, there's a way of making money if you're looking for it. Find out what the product can do for them. Because if they become a distributor and they don't have a testimony, it ain't going to happen. They're going to be trying to sell it.
Yeah, Ronnie, that's why the sip and sample parties are so great, and people have a chance to try it and find out exactly what they want. I appreciate Daryl and Ronnie and Patty tonight having two in the same area. But also I want to clarify, Pam just brought up something. Now, once you sign up, you have 30 calendar days to get your first 4 loyal customers to become Fast Start bonus qualified. If not, you know what's going to happen? You're going to end up, you're losing the ability to earn the Fast Start. And so I really get ill if you leave money on the table and you say you need to make some money. You don't leave nothing on the table. And therefore, you have to become proactive to get it done. So I appreciate Pam throwing that up in the feed here. You got 30 calendar days to get Fast Start bonus qualified so you can earn the Fast Starts. And so this will really mean something to you when you hit your diamond. All of you that hit diamond this month, you're going to get a raise like you ain't never seen. It's not just the residuals either. It's in those customer acquisition bonuses. After you go diamond, as you continue to build your business, you're going to get $80 per person that gets their customers in the first 30 days. So every 10 people, that's an additional $800. Every 100 people, that's an additional $8,000. That ain't commissions or nothing else. That's just one bonus. Every addition, and people say, well, yeah, it don't take much to start racking up 100 people a month in your business. But if it took 3 months to do it, that's every 100 people is an additional $8,000. Every 1,000 people is an extra $80,000. So what if you grew 1,000 people after you hit that level in 1 year? That's an additional $80,000. And if you make that much money in 1 year, in addition to that, ain't counting your commissions, your Fast Starts, or all the rest of the stuff that Mr. Pentecost pays us. This is a true money-making machine. If you get your machine operating correctly in the particular steps, don't omit the 3 steps to success. Those are put in a particular place to guarantee your success. Guys, I love you tonight. You matter to me. Whatever you need, we're doing Zooms, 3-ways, conference calls around the clock for you guys. I don't know what you need if you're not reaching out to me. If you reach out to me, I will accommodate whatever it takes to get you to wherever it is you want to go. Guys, I love you tonight. You matter to me. And until in the morning about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'll catch you on the live then. Good night, everyone.